welcome to a channel. We have a 6 foot tall person here. 6 foot tall woman. For reference, we're going to find out the size of the giants and later Goliath. We read in Numbers 13:33, and there we saw the giants, the sons of Anak, which come of the giants, and we were in our own sight as grasshoppers, and so we were in their sight. Well, to compare a grasshopper to a human, the largest grasshoppers on average about 2.6 inches tall, so it would take about 27 of those stacked to equal the height of a 6 foot man. So 27 is the key. If we multiply 27 times the height of a man to get an Anakian giant, we would have 166 feet tall. So here's, for reference, you can definitely see that the 6 foot human definitely does look like a grasshopper, and this is in fact 166 feet for reference. Okay, well, let's continue reading. And now this time let's read about Goliath. We read in Genesis 7:20, 15 cubits upward did the waters prevail, and the mountains were covered. So we have a measurement here for cubit. It covered the mountains at 15 cubits. Now, we don't know whether it covered them above the mountains, like it was 15 cubits over the highest peak, or whether it means it took 15 cubits to cover the mountains. I'm assuming it means 15 feet beyond the highest mountains. 15 cubits, beyond the highest mountain. We also don't know the topography back then. We don't know if we used to live in a single continent, pre-flood. We don't know what the world was like back then, so maybe the mountains were smaller. But going by today's tallest mountain, Mount Everest at 29,031 feet, if we were to say 15 cubits of water covered all of the mountains, including Everest, that means that 15 cubits would have to be at least 29,031 feet at minimum. So if you divide 29,031 feet by 15, you get 1935 feet per cubit. So that would mean each cubit is 1,935 feet. So now we have our height of a cubit. And then we read in 1 Samuel 17:4, and there went out a champion out of the camp of the Philistines named Goliath of Gath, whose height was 6 cubits and a span. So if we multiply the height of a cubit times 6 to get Goliath's height, we get 11,612 feet. So Goliath was 11,612 feet based on this measurement. So just kind of as a reference, the tallest tower in the world, in Dubai, you can't even see the human anymore. The human's just a speck of sand. Well, Goliath at 11,612 feet would have been even more dramatic. As you can see here, at 11,612 feet, you wouldn't even see the human. The human, again, is just not even a speck of dust, just so insignificant. And, if we were to see Mount Everest, it's just an absolute beast. No wonder why so many people die there. So just kind of a fun frame of reference. Obviously, I don't think Goliath was 11,612 feet tall. So Genesis 7:20 kind of stumps me. I have to assume it means 15 cubits was over the tops of the mountains. That's how deep the water got. Most scholars say Goliath was around 9 foot tall, which makes sense because how could David, a speck of dust, if Goliath was truly this large, how could he use Goliath's own sword, which there's no way David would be even able to pick it up, much less cut off a head that's miles wide? I mean, there's no way. So yeah, I think that kind of answers that one. And that also, to me, it also means, some of these other depictions of at least Goliath. I don't know about the Enochian giants, but at least Goliath, it does make more sense that he would have only been, 9 foot or so, somewhere around in there. I don't think he would have been some 36-foot giant or something like that. Because again, there's no way David could pick up a sword and cut a giant's head off that is that large, and keep his sword, and he actually used it later. He carried it with him in defense at one point. So there's no way that sword could have belonged to a giant that large, unless that giant was carrying some little play sword. I mean, so anyway, that's all I've got. Thank you.